Makers. I'm Mom Birella.
I'm Yukita Cosplay.
And I'm CJ Peterson. Welcome to Magic Making Mischief. Get your wands to the ready because we solemnly swear we're up to no good. And speaking of being up to no good, we got some extra friends with us tonight. We have the Elmore Family Adventures joining us.
Yay, my buddies!
Yes,
Hey.
I have run across the Elmores multiple times and a lot of the Comic-Cons that I run, and they are a fun bunch. So
That's
looking
cute.
forward to tonight.
Yes, we here too.
So what can you guys tell us about, we'll start with the Swamp Pickers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, our Swamp Picker side business is where we go to Comic Cons. We sell vintage toys, generally 70s, 80s. We have a few new ones, but we're mostly into GI Joes.
Yeah.
And so when you're at a show and you see the big GI Joe flags, that'll be us. We deal a lot in the GI Joes. I prefer them already boxed up, but I do have a lot of loose GI Joes. We do Silverhawks, Thundercats,
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Motu.
we got a big Rambo collection that we're selling. So that's
All of it.
yeah, all of it. And
All
so,
the vintage toys.
Yeah.
Basically, like you have
say
this like time
vintage.
capsule
That's
of
my childhood. Thank you.
exactly.
My husband is also vintage. That is how I met them. Okay.
yeah, we really don't want to sell anything, but
It's hard.
we
It's
like it when
hard.
people come in the booth and they go, "Oh, I remember this from my childhood.
Yeah.
It brings back memories." And so that's what we really like that part of the sell. And then of course we go around and visit everybody else, those little booths too. So
While we're there.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think one of the things I love about you guys' thing is a couple things. Number one, the girls dress up.
Yes.
And number two, a lot of times you guys pay attention to who's actually going to be there. And a lot of times you guys have specific things for the actors or voice actors or whoever else is going to actually be there.
Yes.
Absolutely. Because and we think about like if somebody's coming there for them, maybe they'll like one of the things we bring, or if they're looking for something, to get signed or something like that. And it's really cool when it's a vintage piece that can be signed. It's kind of like, I don't know, a special thing.
A treasure.
Yeah.
And we did a one in Brazoria County Con with Kevin Sorbro, and he actually we had a action figure of him. He
Hercules.
did a Hercules, and he did
Oh my
the TikTok
goodness.
video with us. A guy saw that, and then he came to the booth and bought the action figure from us. He's like, "Well, it's in a TikTok, and Kevin Sorbo had it, so I want it."
That was like super
Nice.
fun.
Perfect.
That's the one I was
That's
specifically thinking of because I remember that. I was actually
Yeah.
It's just a good time for
And then we did one in Conroe, and we did a lot with Jimmy Hart when Jimmy Hart was there.
Mhm.
He spent a lot of time with us. So.
I remember him.
That was another good one. Mhm.
Yeah, we love the older guys and the wrestling. I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Same.
that too. No, absolutely.
And of course, the girls are always that brings people by to see them in their. I don't know. They do Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. We love
G.I.
doing
Joe?
G.I. Joe. We do
Baroness.
stuff.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
y'all did G.I. Joe at Pop
There
Culture.
was
last time.
Scarlet. I see
The whole
y'all.
family was in. Dad was Bomb Strike. Or no, Mom was Bomb
Mom was
Strike.
Bomb Strike. That
and
was
you
Bazooka.
There we go.
Oh,
Aww.
nice.
And then we
Family
actually
cosplays together.
yeah, we went all the way out to the GI Joe Con in Georgia and all dressed up for that one too. So
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Now,
Great time
that's
with
going to bring my next question. Do you guys mainly stay in Texas or do you guys go outside of Texas a lot?
Well, we love to go outside of Texas, but we mainly sell inside of Texas. So anytime we have the booth, that'll be at like a Texas con,
or
but-
Louisiana.
or Louisiana. Yeah. We've gone there a couple times, but farther than that, it's just appearances or cosplay. And we record that stuff for our YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
Those kinds
Yes,
of
which
vlogs.
is Elmore Family Adventures, right?
Yep. Yep. On
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yes.
And did y'all recently just go to the Halloween thing at Universal?
Yes. HHN
Yes, that was like,
was-
Halloween Horror Nights.
yes, that was like so much fun. I was watching that one recently, actually. I was just watching y'all's video on that one.
I just watched your last video, the TRF one, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
This is pre-recorded, so now it's actually like December, so it's closer to
Right.
Halloween in my defense. I'm in the trade-off stage by the point this is
Oh,
airing.
you're
Mariah Carey is secretly singing in the background.
What is it?
Mariah Carey is secretly singing in the background.
No.
She's totally defrosted by now. It's
Yeah,
December,
she's
so.
out and about
Everything
now.
else, the back.
That's the the podcast, but she's back there.
Then I'll find her to freeze her back up again. So speaking of YouTube, what all is on your Elmore Family Adventures?
So we started that channel from just going on little vacations here and there. And we were like, we want to document this just to have for memory's sake. And then we're like, we watch all these other YouTubers on their trips, so might as well upload it. Maybe somebody would be interested in seeing it, or and again, like just for us to look back on too. And that's where it started. We one of our first videos was a trip to Tennessee back in 2021.
Wow.
And then there it was just every big vacation or little event, maybe even a new restaurant we're trying out here in the Houston area. That's kind of where it started and why it's still going.
Yeah.
See, keep going. We love watching that. That is my favorite kind of content. It's just
I can relate to that.
Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Universal, Nashville. It's
New Orleans.
Y'all been to Dollywood yet?
Yes, that's on there. I think, right? Yeah, that's one of the first ones. I think.
Yeah, that's one of the
It's
first
been a while,
ones because that's
but
when we first got our camera that records really well for us.
Oh, that's neat. I have to go watch that now. I love Dollywood stuff.
It's a little rough, but it's when we were first starting, so
it always starts rough.
It's got all the cons that we go to.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Oh, no, see, I like the rough cuts. I like just the general. Here we are. Here it is. Type stuff. I'm all for
what
that.
we got.
Yeah. I just got better at clipping out some of the dead space in terms of nobody's talking or something. But we still keep in a lot of the atmospheric kind of things, you're there as well.
Because I film a lot.
Yeah.
She has to edit a lot because I just I'll have it rolling, be looking at something else, and it's filming something totally different from what I'm looking at. So
we call it B-roll, honey.
Right.
But that's where you can get a lot of your bloopers from too.
Yes, and that's fun.
Make sure to look at that.
We love bloopers.
I definitely want to do a video of all the extra stuff just by itself to just laugh at.
Yeah.
The blooper reel. One video devoted to just the blooper reel.
Yes. Something exactly like that.
That's what I told her. We got so many in the bank right now that she's editing to put out. And I was like, well, sooner or later we'll have to figure a time to put those bloopers in. So,
yeah.
But we got a bunch of them that's in the bank right now.
Yeah.
She's trying to edit. So
a lot scheduled out.
Yeah. Because a lot of the Halloween stuff we try to get before Halloween, and then now we're trying to get the stuff that's for Christmas and our other videos we had that were in the bank to put in there. So
of course,
because we try to put one out every week. Every
that's
Friday.
our goal. Yeah, because because there's 4 of us and we're all working or going to school, and so between trying to go out to cons or trying to go out to the Renaissance Festival or anything like that. Videoing and editing, that's been the constant goal, is at least get one video out each week. And
it's a lot of work to edit those videos.
I mean,
I can relate.
Yeah,
I can relate. Yeah. Yeah.
Mommy's up there nodding. Yeah.
She's yeah.
But yeah, honestly, it's funny because people all the time will ask me, they'll be like, "You edit your own stuff?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't have much choice. I don't have
who else is gonna do it?
Sure does, y'all.
But are you volunteering as tribute?"
Right.
Yeah.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah, it's there's a lot that goes. There's so much that happens behind the scenes that people don't know about. It takes so much time to actually get a comparable video out of the footage from rolling the cameras as you're going through stuff, trying to hopefully catch the best parts too.
Yes, and that's why I like recording with Mombi. Whenever I'm recording with her, I like to capture the behind the scenes because y'all miss out on the stuff she says and does. She's a character, and I'm nah, we gotta show that. We gotta show that. It's cute.
That's what Anna does a lot. I'll be with the camera and she comes out with her phone and does the TikToks and stuff and gets stuff behind me. So
nice.
She goes, "You ain't gonna believe what you just did. Don't put that on there."
Well, see, and I don't mind that type of stuff. I think the first blooper that Mombi ever put up was of me. If I remember correctly.
I put up a couple, but like I did what you were talking about. Like I made them their own separate videos, and like they were, even those were kind of edited because like I was going through having to pull them out, and so that was the beginning of more openly doing them. And so I'll even put them at the ends of videos now. Like whenever I finish a whole video from an event or something, I'll put like a few bloopers at the end now that I caught from it. Yeah, it's nice. People like it. Yeah, people like it.
I like
it's fun.
Was it the one you did at Texas Renaissance Festival, one we saw not too long ago? Right at the end, the people came out dressed like the dinosaurs and stuff. That was.
Oh yeah. Oh, Yukita was there for that one.
Yeah.
There was the Spider-Man dinosaur and like the Venom dinosaur. Remember the guys?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, right. And y'all were like filming, and y'all just like stopped.
That was so funny because it's like, wait, what?
It was cute. I love it when people dress up like that.
Yeah.
You did all sorts of interesting stuff at Texas Ren Fest, though. Like I remember the stormtroopers in kilts. I think was the funniest thing I ever saw there.
Yeah, there's some
deal
there.
They love it.
The Renaissance style Disney princesses, the warriors like full leathers for Wonder Woman. That was actually a friend of ours. We found out later we're making friends. So yeah, there's been a lot of interesting stuff there. Now, speaking of cosplays, actually though, I want to step back into the cosplay discussion. What are some of y'all's favorites that y'all have done? I know you were talking about the G.I. Joe, but y'all have done like quite a few at this point.
Yeah, G.I. Joe is definitely like one of our favorites and go-to, especially when we can all join in and be like a full team. But obviously love Harry Potter. It's one of my more comfortable ones that I'm good to wear all day, no problem.
Gryffindor representing over here.
Yeah,
I need to go get my Ravenclaw.
My favorite they do is the Sanderson sisters.
Oh yeah,
I love when they do the Sanderson. When I have all three women here with me, the Sanderson sisters, I love it. So
all three little women.
Which one do you do on the Sanderson sisters?
I'm Mary. So I get to do the mouth thing all day.
The hair just kind of does it all by itself. I don't really need to do much.
Yeah.
I do wear a wig for that one, but I also love wearing wigs though. Little chameleon.
Right?
There you go.
Having people guess who you are. Yes.
Yes. And so those are definitely some of our favorites. But we branch out every once in a while. I think the last time we went to Comet Palooza, in Houston, I did Starlight from The Boys. I was like, ooh, I get to be a blonde. And then Aubrey, she does a really good Wanda or Scarlet Witch. So
I've seen her, yeah.
So all kinds of characters, really.
I usually see them dressing up as Scarlet and oh my gosh, Baroness. There you go. That's who I usually see.
Oh yeah, Baroness. Yeah,
that's one of my favorites.
You've been dressing up since what? The first Comic Con or the second one?
So when Comet Palooza was still in its infancy, it was like one side part of the George Convention Center. Aubrey and I were Supergirl and Batgirl, and I think I was probably 12 or 13, and she was 10, and she was rocking the Batgirl pose. She was full on like it was fantastic.
That's cute.
So it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, they've been dressing up for a while. So
that's awesome.
Love that. That was back when they were doing promo for Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern movie. That'll put a date to the
I remember that.
That one was interesting. That was an interesting one. Actually, I kind of liked it though. It was funny. So like, it wasn't what I expected though, for sure. I don't think anybody expected it.
Do you like Ryan Reynolds as the Green Lantern or as Deadpool?
I mean, I'm a Deadpool fan.
Yeah, Deadpool.
Deadpool. All right, cool.
But my thing is even the worst comic movies and stuff they make that everybody gets so mad. Like I'm a nerd, but they get mad about it. I love it. The fact that they're putting out content of any kind of comic, I love it.
Right.
I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like the She-Hulk, but I loved it. So,
and I'm kind of like with the mindset of that just became pop culture, history.
Yeah.
The had good things or bad things to say about it. People know about Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern, whether it was bad or good. That is just a staple in pop culture that it even pops up in Deadpool movies,
Yeah.
So that's what I think it's cool. That it's part of history like that.
I've actually never watched any of the Deadpool movies at all.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I've still never seen any of them. So
Well, it's definitely for a certain kind of audience. You know, it's
well, and that's
Thank
something
God.
is usually I have my kids with me, and if it's not like kid friendly, you know, like
Yeah.
Oh,
they,
not.
I know they're
Not
getting older now.
kid
but,
None
like,
of them are.
so, yeah.
They're all rated R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not for kids, little kids or young
Parents
kids.
watching.
Yeah, that
Deadpool is
usually
not
affects my choices on stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I
Deadpool
mean,
is
I
not
know that we've seen all like the original. Like we just see, like we'll watch certain ones. Like we've seen Doctor Strange. I think we've seen almost all of those, and then like X-Men stuff. Then it has been a while since an actual X-Men movie's come out. I mean, I guess they came out with Wolverine with Deadpool recently, but like,
I was like,
yeah.
did we forget about my boy Gambit?
right.
When are they gonna come out with that movie? That's the one I'm waiting on.
I don't know,
That's
but I
probably-
need it because I didn't know that I needed Channing Tatum as Gambit until the movie came out.
Like, actually,
I
And
didn't know
the
he'd been
accent, I don't even
waiting
care if it was a
so
bad
long.
accent. It did it.
I didn't realize he'd been waiting so long for a Gambit movie. He's apparently had like the paperwork or whatever for whenever it comes out forever, and I'm like, that's so awful. Why have they not come out with that yet? I love Gambit. It's one of my favorite characters.
really,
Yeah,
it's
he's
really
cool.
his favorite. For
Yeah,
sure.
he's one of my favorites. And they had him in one movie, but it wasn't Channing Tatum. And then when Disney bought over the Fox, the movie was supposed to be taking place. They canceled all of it. So, but after his little cameo or whatever, it's supposed to be in the works again. So we'll see. Let's hope.
Okay. Yeah.
I think
Fingers
it's
crossed.
midnight night.
Yeah.
But
I'm just ready for more G.I. Joe movies myself.
that's another one of those like
Kind of hit or miss.
love-hate
Yeah.
kind of.
They're fun. I like the G.I.
I
Joe
think they
stuff. I
need
like
to
watching them
do-
with Trey too.
I think
Like
they
the
need
last
to-
one I actually cosplayed was CoverGirl, and I did that at the G.I. Joe con in a place that I don't remember at the moment. But it's fun.
There was one up in Dallas.
I think it was the one in
Dallas
Dallas.
Joe Con?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
That was fun. I got to meet a lot of cool people.
Yeah, I was up in that one several years ago.
Yeah, I'm
What
hoping-
were
I'm
you
hoping we
saying
can
they
go that one this year.
Oh, I said they need to do one for like Voltron and some of those.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's I think there's talks right now about Voltron
Is
with
there?
Henry Cavill.
Oh,
So yeah, I seen y'all look. Yeah, there's
ears perked up.
Interesting.
that's the rumor I heard the other day. I don't know if it's
The
true,
king of the
but I'm
nerds
hoping-
right there. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah, any
Nice.
of the 80s cartoons, bring them live action. I'm
Yeah.
all for it. So,
Well, I mean, they did it for Power Rangers. Why not?
yeah,
Right.
Right.
They're still gonna do it for Voltron. Why not?
Yes. And Dak and Montgomery being Billy in Power Rangers solidified it for me.
Yeah, that works.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Now that we're on 80s stuff, I gotta say, I've heard that they're gonna come out with a sequel to, I think it was the Goonies, and I'm curious, what's your
things
take
about
on
They
that
are.
too.
yeah. That's
What's your
that's
take?
work.
What's your
Huge
take on a
Goonies fan.
sequel
That's
to
his
that?
favorite movie.
See,
Long as they do it like when they're older, it's like that they what happened at the end of the other Goonies. They saved it, and then they're supposed to go search for more gold or whatever, but they're older. That would be great. I don't know.
Bring back all the old
I'm all
cats.
for it.
That would be
Yeah.
neat. Like bring the original cast back and have
That's
them be
my
like, "Hey guys, do you
As long as
remember?"
it's
Yeah,
good.
that would
It
be
has
cool.
to be. Yeah, it has to be the original cast, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has to be.
It has to be the original cast. You heard it here
Or
first.
even like
guys.
even if they had them as like the parents and like
Yes.
their kids
Right.
decided to do it, I could see that handoff. I could handle that. Yeah,
Just involve-
Or
that
the
I could
kids
see.
bring the parents. That could be even more fun.
Or the kids as parents come and help their kids.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. The kids
Yeah, that's what
bring
she's saying.
the parents.
Oh, it just clicked.
I thought you were putting them as grandparents for 5 seconds there. I'm like, wow, they're not that old.
no,
are they?
they're
Way-
Everyone
they're
did.
my age. What are you trying to do to me?
I'm just being cute, guys. Haha.
We're excited for all those.
No grandparents. Thank you very much. We're not there yet.
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 Easy.
It's okay. I'm in my grandma era, so it's okay.
Yeah, okay.
But I will still take a Gen Xer any day.
Yes. Oh man. So.
And I'm all down for it to be like theater too, because I am a big fan of the movie theater experience.
Yeah.
Because a lot of, with streaming and everything, that's kind of pulling away. But huge fan of the movie theater experience, popcorn, getting a ticket, buying a seat,
Yeah.
And so I would love to see it in theaters.
See,
I
the
totally
best part
agree
for me
with
in
that.
the theaters right now is the D box. Like my husband and I love going to see the thrill movies, like action movies, and the 4D box are like you get to experience it like it's a simulator ride.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
No.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
I'm the absolute worst. Like if they just stream it and they don't put it in the movie theaters, I can't sit still. Like I won't see half the movie. I'll listen to it. I'll be in the other room doing something and listening to it come back and forth. I cannot sit still and watch it. If I'm at a movie theater though, I paid to have that seat. I'm gonna sit there and watch that movie and eat my popcorn.
I like having the option though, because some movies you kind of have to see in the big screen, and if it's really good, then you can bring it home later.
Well, one of my favorite things about going to the movies is most time it's a movie all four ready to go. That means we as a family are sitting there. The stuff we stream at home, everybody's watching their own little things, but there we get to go. We generally go out to dinner and we get to spend family time, and then
I love that.
And then after the movie, we're in the car talking about what was your best part. What was your
let's
favorite part?
discuss.
Yes.
So we discuss it all the way home. But
Come to the round table. Yes.
Right.
What could they have done better?
Yeah.
What do
Yes.
Thorns and Roses. What is it about the movie?
Was it all that you expected?
And
Sure.
What's the last one we watched? Transformer 1?
Yeah, the animated Transformers 1 was the last one we all saw together.
I think we saw that too.
Yeah.
I was surprised by it.
Yeah, I was actually not thinking it was going to be as good as it turned out for me. So it turned out pretty good because I was, I missed the old voices and it's got the new voices in it. So.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know. I think the streaming is starting to take stuff.
Yeah.
To me, it's frustrating because you pay to stream, and
now they all have commercials,
and they all have commercials, but you can
So
pay
when-
extra.
Since when do they all have
I wanted to pay
commercials?
extra. I
I'm
would
like,
just go to the movie theater and be done with it.
exactly. It's like if I'm gonna have commercials, I'm just gonna stop paying for streaming and get the free ones because they have commercials and I don't have to pay for it.
Right.
I mean,
Laugh at us because we still have our DVD collection.
yeah, we've
much
never got a
praise.
VHS player somewhere. We still have our VHS tapes and our VCR somewhere.
You don't have to worry about
like the nerd community or just geeks or movie watchers. Like we collect vintage toys, we sell them, but as collectors we also have all the like physical copies of the movies, like you're saying, like the the collections of everything. So I think if anybody's going to be well off with the streaming wars, it's going to be those who have collected for so long.
Exactly. Well, it's like I went to go watch Pitch Perfect the other day. They didn't have Pitch Perfect streaming anywhere, but they had 2 and 3. And it's like...
That's weird. I own all 3
them all
DVDs,
out, and I'm like watching them.
Yeah.
Like I own all of the MacGyvers. We have all of the Stargates, and I'm like, why bother searching for it when I can just pull it out and stick it in the DVD player?
That too.
So
I actually
we
own
have-
a bunch of
we still
old
have
school
one of
Disney
these.
VHSs too. I've been building that back up.
We have like 8 or 9.
Oh my
of those.
goodness! The accordion. Bring it back
Oh my
out.
God.
Let's do
Yeah,
that.
we have like 8 or 9 of those.
Oh
Yeah.
baby! Look at that. Did I see
Thank
Juno
you.
in there? I saw the
We
stripe.
have smaller ones, but this one's huge. Like, can't believe I'm holding it one hand.
what's that,
I'm
have
almost dropping it.
Alphabetized. We have them,
I
We
did
have a
that
whole,
too.
Chester
All of our
drawer that
DVDs
we-
are alphabetized
Got
too.
the one.
They were cool
Painted
enough
in.
about it to be otherwise.
We got all the superheroes and stuff on it, and in that Chester drawer is
It's all
every
superhero.
superhero movie you can think of. VHS, DVD. I mean, all the way back to Dolph Lundgren's Punisher.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh,
there's movies
Whoa.
that they're like, well, who made that? I'm like, hey, it's a superhero movie, and I have it.
It counts.
Yeah.
It goes in the
Well,
movie.
yes.
I love getting the ones that like you can't find hardly too. Like there was this mini series called 10th Kingdom that I think back whenever I remember what, I don't think it was Hallmark's channel, but it was one of those ones like back whenever they would release these mini series where it was like 10 episodes or something of a show and you had a whole story in it. And I bought that and I'm like, I can't find this anywhere. This is my prized possession. Nobody loses these discs.
Yeah.
Do not scratch them. Do not do anything to them.
Don't even look at them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
But I
then
mean,
they're
there's
safe box.
yeah, there's a lot of things out there now that you can't find anymore.
And
That is
I think that's why it's so
Nice
special at
world.
those cons to, come across those little relics of childhood or, youth. And that's why it sparks such joy and why we love talking to people about it, is because it just like unlocks that memory that they, haven't seen it in so long. And I don't know, it brings that back. And that's another reason why we just
But that's why I love you guys's your vendor booth. I love that one. What was that? Pop Culture
PowerCon?
Yes, they were at
Yeah.
Pop Culture.
That
Yeah, that
whole
was Pop Culture Con.
was full of it.
Oh, yeah.
Stranger Things. I think a lot of that is just the nostalgia of what's going on in Stranger Things. I was
The
actually
80s.
the age of the kids in Stranger Things was my age through the 80s. So literally the age of the kids is the age that I was going up through.
so cool.
And so it's like it's fun.
Yeah.
And there's that con that's coming up in December.
Nostalgia.
Yes.
We are excited.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I'm unfortunately missing that because I'll be coming back from Disney.
I don't think we're going to be at that one, but we will be at Pop Culture Con in March. Will y'all be vending there again this year and next year, 2025?
We do not have so I work at the chemical plant also, and we have a shutdown going on, and that means I'll be at work every day for the month of March through halfway through April. So
so probably not. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I will not be there. I don't know if the girls can go.
We might attend.
The girls might attend.
But we won't be vending.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because we
Okay.
as
Do you
much
know
as I know about the vintage stuff, I don't trust myself with haggling with prices. I'm like, I don't know.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
And driving the truck and trailer. They
Like
still
Trey will haggle for like toys that match my cosplays, and I'm like, I don't know how much that's supposed to be / what I should ask for it. And he's like, hold on. I got this. And he goes and does the thing, and he's like, look, I got you April O'Neil. And I'm like, how?
Yeah.
So are there any Comic-Cons coming up that you're aware of for 2025?
2025. There's Brazoria Comic-Con coming up. I believe
That's
in
February.
Yeah, so we're trying to get in on that one. We also have, for our travel channel, we're going on a Disney cruise in January. And
Yay!
if everything works out right, next October, the family is going to Toccoa, Georgia, to do the Band of Brothers 3 mile up, 3 mile down run. For that, if everything works out, it's the first weekend in October. So we're hoping everybody stays healthy and we can get in shape to do it. So, but
That's awesome.
That's all the plans we have
for that.
at this point. So,
And we'll be documenting it all.
yeah,
Of course.
and we're trying to get more cons for next year. So,
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. We really appreciate it. I know it's valuable. So if you want to learn more about their adventures, you can head over to the Elmore Family Adventures on YouTube.
yes.
That's been scrolling across the bottom of the screen, but just type into Elmore Family Adventures on YouTube and you can find them there. Perfectly easy peasy stuff. We have Emmy Lou cosplay next Tuesday at 7. So in the meantime, Mombi, would you like to take us out? Get your wands to the ready, folks.
Yes, and this was all pre-recorded, guys, so we weren't ignoring your comments, just so you know. But next week we will be live. So if y'all haven't had a chance yet, make sure that you hit that thumbs up. Follow us, CJ Peterson on YouTube, Mombirella on YouTube, as well as Yukita Cosplay on Instagram, and of course the
Elmore Family Adventures.
Scrolling down below us here, and
find them on youtube.com/Elmore Family Adventures. It's ELMORE FAMILI ADVENTURES 4453.
I was going to let you spell it out. I wasn't going to spell that one out.
We gotta do it for our listeners. So, yeah.
Yukita rocked it. All right. So
Yes,
until next time, guys, thanks for joining us. And mischief managed. Bye.
Bye.